Hi guys, this is Alex from Mason Lifestyle. I hope everybody is doing well and it's fall here by us in Chicago. Kind of sucks a little bit. I always say I'm ready for fall and I love fall, but then I know what's coming after fall. So I don't know if I'm always in love with what's coming after fall, but at least for our intents and purposes, I'm sewing. I am. I feels like all I do is sewing, coding, and being a mom and a wife, and I'm okay with that for now. But I thought that I would show you what I am planning on making, and I'm doing these videos because the last video that I made for my sewing plans, I kind of stuck to what I said I was gonna do. Boy, that Aster dress took a lot of adjustments. Sometimes I feel a little burned out from making so many adjustments at times that I just have to perhaps take on a project for somebody else. Like I did a hack of the Donnie shirt for my daughter. She was going to a wedding, so I just went ahead and did a hack for her from some fabric that somebody on Instagram kindly sent to me, which was, I'll tell you guys more about that later on, but it was so unexpected, but I thought it was so touching and so special that she did that. So very much appreciated, but I stuck to my guns pretty much with my sewing plans, and I thought that I was going to show you guys what am I going to do and pair it with patterns. So let's go to the design table. Okay, so first things first, I had made a sweatshirt last year. It's not a sweatshirt. What am I talking about? I had made a zipped up hoodie from J. Lee. It's J. Lee 27.95. I've made this pattern now. I think I make one every single fall. I make one, and I do because I use them quite a bit. I got this sweatshirt fleece from Style Makeup Fabrics about a month ago, and it's really based on a zip-up hoodie that I saw from Atleta, which is a technical, I mean, I can't even call it technical wear, but I'll put a picture up, and it's a beautiful zip-up hoodie with a hood. I'm just going to go ahead and make myself a zip-up jacket using this pattern, which I've done it many times. I'm going to go down 2 sizes because that is what they recommended I do the last time, and I thought this fabric is going to shrink. Well, let me tell you guys, the fabric did not shrink. Did not shrink, and the hoodie is perfect for me when I am walking my dogs or when I'm working out down here that it gets pretty cold and I can just put that on. But I love this color teal. It is a really flattering color on me. And I also got some twill tape to kind of put it around my collar because sometimes the collar feels a little bit big around my neck. So I got ahead and got this twill tape. But again, J. Lee 27.95. And I got this beautiful sweatshirt fleece from Style Maker Fabrics, and I believe this is 100% cotton. I'm trying not to buy things with polyester as much as humanly possible, but obviously we have that little thing called inflation, so I'm really trying to shop my stash of fabric, or if I am going to purchase something, I really ask myself, do I really need that garment, right? That's number one. And then 2, okay, I need that garment. Do I really need as much yardage as the pattern requested? So I just try to keep all of those things in mind, just so I don't have leftover fabric here, like half yards that sometimes it's like, what the heck am I gonna do with that? I'm sure I can do pockets and waistband facings and things like that, but I don't want things to just linger around and waste. So again, J. Lee 27.95, a hoodie, or not a hoodie, but a zip-up jacket. And then guys, I had gotten this pattern from This is a Vogue pattern, and this is part of their fall collection. I remember when it was released, I absolutely loved it, and I knew I was going to get this pattern. It is a view a jacket. You also get a pair of pants, and then the jacket has 2 views, and it goes up to size 26. So definitely they increase the sizing because this is a reissued from some of their vintage patterns. I thought I was going to do a sew along for this, but I stopped myself from that. The instructions are, do I have them here? I'm going to pull it out so you guys can take a little peek at the instructions. The instructions are, of course, they kept kind of like the vintage instructions, and you get layouts for the larger sizes and all that jazz. But definitely it's a little bit more of an involved jacket. It's not fully lined, only the yokes, the back yoke, the front yoke, and the sleeves are lined, which I thought was very interesting. And I'm thinking that I want to line this whole thing, but we shall see. With that being said, right, I got this twill from Vogue Fabrics. And if you've ever been to Vogue Fabrics in Chicago, they're in Evanston. They're about 30 minutes from me. I perhaps go over there maybe like once a month. I go over there. I know kind of like what am I thinking that I need. I try to check out their website, check to see what they have available, and I go over there and I usually know where to look. It can be overwhelming because the bolts are all over the place, so you really have to walk and pull out the bolt and pull out the fabric and kind of make sure that you know what you want. But I got this twill fabric and I loved this. Love this color. Again, another great flattering color for me, and I'm trying to make sure that this goes well with my past makes that I had just done with those mauves, and also that print from the Atelier Brunette dress that I made. So again, it's all kind of jiving and matching and complementary to each other. But I had also gotten a little bit of this trim from Style Maker Fabrics, so it picks up a little bit of that, and it's something that I can line the jacket and add in a little bit of bias trim to kind of like the inside edge for something for a little bit more kind of fun, right? So I suspect that this will take me a good maybe week and a half, 2 weeks, because the pattern calls out for a lot of slip stitching and hand sewing, which, guys, I think I really kind of need that at this time. I need something to just kind of slow down a little bit versus kind of cranking out a lot of garments, because I feel like I've been sewing a lot throughout the summer. So I really want some sort of patterns to kind of ground me a lot, to just kind of I can watch a movie and just kind of slip sew and enjoy the process. So that's a Vogue 1966. The pants look absolutely amazing with those pockets, but not right now. My daughter saw a ad for ASOS, and she loved this twill cargo pants. I think she's starting to come around to the idea of, she actually 99% of us are not within the size range of ready to wear clothing. So I think she has come around to the fact that, just like me and many of us, that she does not fit on the ready to wear size, so that perhaps she can ask mom to make something for her. So she had shown me a picture of a pair of cargo pants from ASOS, and I will put that up. I had found this fabric through Vogue Fabrics. I had gone earlier this week. Guys, and if you don't know, if you are not part of their Swatch Club monthly, these fabrics are not out on the floor. So you have to kind of almost ask somebody to please pull this out for you. Can I see it? Which is a little bit of a hassle sometimes, but they do. And this was exactly kind of like the color what she wanted. It'll wash well, and it was at a great price. It is listed online for $8.99. And I will put a link to that because I feel like I am looking for a lot of more of those fall fabrics of the twill. I'm looking for like a camel like corduroy, and it just seems like the prices for cotton and nice fabric stuff that is not polyester, right? And it's the prices are obviously out of control because we know why. But I'm going to make a pair of cargo pants for her, and that's one of the things. I already got some muslin, so I have to get her fitted. I had bought this denim fabric a long time ago. Guys, this is also from Vogue Fabrics. I'm kind of like a little bit surprised that a lot of the fabrics that I have this week are from Vogue, but here we go. So Vogue has a lot of stretch denim. They have more stretch denim that stock than denim without no stretch, but they have it. And it is at a very good price. Good price, I'm saying less than $7 per yard. So I've been known to buy a lot of their denim and make myself dresses and pants and all that good stuff. But I've been meaning to make myself some alllll jeans from Chalk and Notch. And I got the fabric, I got the pattern. I feel like now is the time to make these, and that pattern is for a stretch denim. I believe they recommend like at least 10 ounce, which this is. And I really like this dark wash feel because I can wear it with sweaters, right? I can wear it with that. I can wear it with a white t-shirt and a jacket, right? So I can wear it with many things. So I have to fit these pants. I have bought a bunch of patterns for pants. Last year I had bought the Mitchell trousers from Classic Core, and I had like printed the pattern. I had fitted the whole thing, and then when it was time to get them done, I just kind of fizzled out. Same thing happened with the alllll jeans. I had planted the pattern. I had talked to the designer, Gabriella, who is absolutely lovely about sizing and whatnot. And she gave me some tidbits. So again, I'm going to have to make a twill, which it'll be kind of interesting since obviously muslin does not stretch and this fabric does, but at least try to make sure that my rise on the pants is correct and the crotch curve and all of that, because they're a high rise kind of jean, and also the leg flares out a little bit. So I just want to make sure that I'm happy at least with the rise in the back and all that good stuff. So alllll jeans. And then I had gotten this fabric from Mood, and I told you guys I'm shopping my stash, and I have to say I have a pretty good stash, and I feel kind of picky sometimes about like pulling things out. Like, is this pattern worthy of my fabric? So I had gotten this from Mood probably about a year and a half ago, long time ago. I still have some fabric from fabric.com. So that tells you how long it's been back there. But I had gotten it a while ago. And it is a teal bamboo knit. I am saving it like some sort of precious child. But anyways, I had gotten some knit dress patterns, and I actually kind of love all of these. This almost calls for like a double knit, which I have to see what I have in the back, but I think it's a beautiful dress. And I had seen somebody in sewing pattern review that had done a review on this pattern. It's really pretty on her. So I had gotten this pattern, and I love it. I think I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know about if I'm going to do that with this fabric, but I had also gotten this Burda pattern, and it's got some gathers up the front, which, hello, that kind of helps with the you know, a little bit of that belly fat, and this other pattern. And again, guys, if you go to Vogue Fabrics, not an ad, definitely not an ad, but I'm really trying to kind of like, okay, I really like that pattern, right? If I'm spending any money, perhaps do it in kind of like a little treat as a pattern that I know that I will make. And it's definitely an older pattern because a lot of the Burda patterns kind of cut off at like 16 or 18. But I thought that this was another nice little pattern to have. So I'm definitely going to be using this fabric and make one of these two, just to kind of be around my house where I can just kind of throw in a cardigan over it, or just kind of go about my business. And again, kind of keeping in with those teals and the plums for fall, and kind of calling this more of my transitional fall wear, something that I can wear if it's, you know how fall is, right? They don't say cool days and cool warm days and cool nights for nothing, right? The leaves start changing color, and you definitely want to make sure that you can kind of transition between, okay, it's kind of like a cool morning or cool evening, but during the day it's getting back up to like 78 or 80, which, right, full-blown jeans and jackets and sweaters is not gonna quite work at this time. So that's what I'm trying to do. So guys, what are you making for right now, for some of this transitional weather that we are having? I know some of you in California, probably the weather is absolutely beautiful, or if you are in down south, that perhaps I'm hoping that you're getting a little bit of a break from the super hot weather. But what are you making? Would love to know in the comments below. And guys, this is it for me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.